Hey guys, it's Amy at Zoe Beck, and I'm going to do my November 2019 book haul. So, I still have 14 books actually, that I bought or was given, and, so if you saw my video on Tuesday, you know that I'm trying to reduce how many I buy in a month, just because I've let myself buy indiscriminately whenever I feel like it, when I find a good deal, and, I mean, I'm not much for paying for full price anyway for things, but I just love having books, and I get excited about books, and then I bring them in, and I don't get to them for a really long time. So my hope is to reduce how many books I'm bringing in, because I want to read the books off my shelf first before I start buying more. So I have not bought a book in over 2 weeks. Yeah, we're closing in on almost, well, it's probably about 2.5 weeks right now. I did get a free one yesterday from my dad, so that doesn't count because it's from my dad's library. And my dad doesn't count because he and I read a lot of the same kind of things. I mean, not a lot, like, there's certain genres we both get. So a lot of times he'll borrow my books. Like, he has 4 of my books, my nonfiction books right now. And I have, oh no, I have 2 mysteries that I'm going to give back to him because I decided I didn't want to read them. But he gave this for free. I don't know if he had a duplicate or what. I don't know what happened. So anyway, I'll start with that one. But then everything else is what I bought in the first 2 weeks of November, and then I have not bought a book since. And for me, that is really good. Again, it's not that I'm doing a no-buy. It's that I'm doing, I have to read 5 books off my shelf before I buy any more. And I haven't decided if it just means I can only buy 1 or I can buy up to 5. We'll see. We'll see. I haven't got that. We just started. So, but I am marking it, and I'm still a couple shy before I can't buy anything this Black Friday. So we'll see if I can get a couple books more done, and then I can do Cyber Monday, but we'll find out. Doesn't matter. I have a lot of books. I don't really need any. I keep telling myself, can you tell? So the free book I got from my dad was Practice to Deceive by Anne Rule. This is one of the true crime books that she wrote. I mean, she wrote many books. I've read, oh gosh, she's wrote a lot. Yeah, so I read, one of my favorites is Small Sacrifices by her that I would like to reread in the next year. Of course, she wrote The Stranger Beside Me about Ted Bundy. So this one's not one I know, and I don't even know what year this one came out in. But again, they're 2013. But it's talking about some kind of community somewhere in Washington, and there's someone found dead, and how it kind of ricochets through the area. So I don't know. It sounded interesting. It was free. Anyway, as I said. So the rest of these books I got in different places before I stopped myself. So we'll start off with the used stuff. I got 3 things off of either, I'm pretty sure these were all eBay, but one of them might have been Marketplace. I'm not positive. I don't remember. I don't want to go back and look. I did get one. All right, I got a fiction. I got Margaret Oliphant, The Doctor's Family and Other Stories. So I read The Rector. This is a Victorian author. She wrote a lot of books, and I read The Rector like 2 years ago for Victober, and I've always wanted to actually read more on. I felt like, because that was only the first book, and it's this one series that she has. I can't remember. The Chronicles of Carlingford. So the next couple are in here is The Doctor's Family, and this might even have, I don't remember if it had The Rector in here, but it had 1 or 2 of the stories for that. I don't remember. So, because some of the other ones you can still get in print, but this one's a harder one, and I didn't like reading it off the Kindle. I don't know. There's something about Victorian literature doesn't translate well for me on Kindle. I don't know. Or I just don't want to read that. Anyway, so it's just like small town England stuff in the 1800s. I don't know. We'll see. As I said, I want to get back to that series because I did start it. I didn't really like The Rector, but I knew that there was potential in the story, and I wanted to see where it was going to go. I also got Elizabeth Gaskell's biography of the life of Charlotte Bronte. I have been wanting to at least explore this. I know it's not like a really good biography of Charlotte, but it does, I wanted to see from a friend's point of view writing a biography of somebody, or somebody that she at least knew really well. So, we'll see what happens. I don't know when I'll get to this. It's pretty small print. least to me. And it looks pretty dense. So we'll see. I might be something that at some point I make a project of it and make myself read that. We'll see. But I got it really cheap. And then I also got The Great Influenza by John M. Barry. The story of the deadliest pandemic in history. And I've been wanting to read up on the Spanish. I think it's the Spanish. Is this the Spanish flu one? Well, it's like everybody was getting the flu. Yeah, I think, well, maybe that's not the one. I get so confused. It sounded really good. I admit I kept seeing this on Doris All D Books. And yeah, I think that's who I saw the most of it about. So it just sounded interesting. And as I said, I found a copy of that. I don't know. So it's 1918 when the flu hits or the influenza hits and kills many, many people. Sorry. I'm not awake yet. Anyway, I thought about doing this early in the morning. I'm not doing so good. Okay, so Pals, I went there one day. Of course, that was before I made my decision not to buy too many books this month. And so, I just felt like going one day, so I did. And I also think I went because it's, NaNoWriMo and National Novel Writing Month, so we're nearing the end of that. I'm about to get to my 50,000. I'm about 5,000 short right now, so I got to do some work to catch up today. I'm about a day and a half behind right now, so we'll see what I get done today. But I went to Pals just for the fun of it because we meet sometimes in the Panera close by. Anyway, so I picked up the 13 Steps by Jon Krakauer. And I cannot remember why I picked this up. I know it was like a little mystery. I don't know, but I've seen other people talk about it, and it's been on my list of ones to pick up, and I found a really cheap little cute copy. Anyway, so I also picked up Miss Bungholes' book by D.E. Stevenson, and I think I saw this. Oh, who did I see this? Is it Emma? Bookish Princess? I think I saw it on her. Anyway, but the point is that I really, it sounded really funny about this woman who, you know, needs some money. So she writes this kind of book, but she fictionalizes her town, but she uses everybody as characters. So when the book comes out, this town is scandalized, and they don't know who wrote the book because she wrote it under a pseudonym or anonymously. I don't remember how it goes. So I think it's just kind of the fallout of all that. I don't know. It sounded interesting. I don't remember what year the book is from. I know it was, I don't know, it's probably not going to say in here. Because it was, you know, I don't know. I don't remember 1936. So that's cool. And then this one, I can't remember who I saw it on. It probably was Mel at Mel's Bookland Adventure. I'm not positive. But S.J. Heresy, it says it's an Elizabethan thriller. I thought that was kind of cool. So, someone's on an undercover mission for Queen Elizabeth. That's all I know. I don't know anything else. I don't want to know anything else. I want to read some of these that I've bought that are kind of these mysteries that are set in, you know, there's not like, I have another one that's from the time of Henry VIII, and then now this one. I know I failed at one of them, so I want to try some other ones and see if I can find a series I like. And then I picked up, not my greatest copy, but this was so cheap, was Marie Antoinette. This is Antonia Fraser's biography on Marie Antoinette. And I know it has the movie cover. I don't care. I never watched it. And it's pink. Not my favorite color. But it was so cheap that I just picked it up anyway. So I don't know. I mean, I've read a lot of French history like a long time ago. I just haven't done anything recently. And so a couple of the things I've picked up recently have talked about French history and different things. And so I kind of wanted to read this. Now, it's really funny is like I'm listening to John Adams by David McCullough, and they talked about the court and stuff, and they talked about her, and I was like, oh, I have a book I can read on her now, so we'll see. And I think I saw, oh, I know why I bought this. I bought this off because I saw it on Jennifer Brooks. She talked about it being one of her favorites. Anyway, and then I got a couple books from Book Depository. I got a copy of What I Talk About When I Talk About Writing by Haruki Murakami. So I read this book last year, or I listened to it on audio, and I just wanted a physical copy. I pretty much collect everything Murakami. Again, he's still a hit and miss author for me, but this is his nonfiction on when he got back into running and how that relates to his writing. Excuse me. So I really enjoyed that audiobook, and so I just wanted a copy. It took me a year to get one. I waited because I couldn't find it used. Oh, well. Anyway, I also got a couple nonfiction, Into Thin Air by Jon Krakauer. Again, this is his account of what happened when he went on a hike to Mount Everest and the disaster that happened at that point. I've only heard really good things about this. I've never read this book. I've read a couple of his other ones. I read Under the Banner of Heaven, and I swear I read one other one, but I didn't really enjoy Under the Banner of Heaven myself. I learned a lot, but I also found the story a little not really what I wanted, but it's fine. I want to read one of these ones, this one, and I still want to read the Into the Wild one too as well. But this is the one I picked up it was a fairly good price. And I picked up The Hidden Life of Trees by Peter Willimond Bend? So I've heard a lot of good things about this. This is what they feel, how they communicate discoveries from a secret world. I don't know. So, as I said, I'm trying to kind of expand into more nature books, like, or nonfiction. I mean, I do find them very fascinating. Just I've never really collected or read a lot of them, but every year for nonfiction November, I seem to pick up a few more. So this is another one. This is more again on trees, which I think is kind of interesting. So we'll see. I mean, hopefully that'll be a good one. I don't know. And then I got 3 books off of Amazon. One was my pre-order of Matthew Riley's The 3 Secret Cities. So this is, what is this, 5? Book 5 of the, I don't even know what he calls it, the Jack West Jr. series. I've read, yeah, I'm behind. So I read the first 3, and then I got the 4th one, I think, last year. Because, again, he took a hiatus because of some personal things. And so I stopped reading after the first 3 because that's what he had out. And then, I mean, I read them as they came out. And then the 4th one came out, and I go, oh, I really should reread the first 3 because I don't remember a whole lot. It's been a few years. And now I got the 5th book. So I might be doing a reread of Matthew Riley's Jack West Jr. I love these. They're just fun. They're really light, fast-paced thrillers, adventure thrillers is what I'd say. They're adventures they have, and these ones all have to do with some archaeological, like changing history and kind of tweaking it a little bit, trying to look for, like the 7 Wonders of the World is in the first one. Like it's kind of connected with that, and it's so it goes off a theme, and it's, again, they're descending order, so there's going to be 7 books in the series because we're now at 3, and so 2 and 1 are the last ones. But, and probably a couple more years for those, but I still want to reread these, so Cooper is not helping me here, guys. I also picked up another nonfiction, The Way of Death Revisited, by Jessica Mitford. I've been wanting to pick this up. Last year I got it from the library and I just ran out of time. But, as I said, I picked up a lot of books recently on death or the study of it, or how different cultures look at it. And this is one of the books I still wanted to read from last year when I first heard about it. So again, this is about the funeral industry in the U.S. and Jessica Mitford kind of went after the whole industry with some of the stupid things that they decide they have to have done and stuff for burials and stuff. So I'm kind of interested to see how this goes. Again, this would be, if I still haven't read any Mitford stuff, so it'd be nice if I could get one read. But we'll see. It's not gonna be right now, but you know. And then my last one is The Seven Sisters by Lucinda Riley. I picked this up kind of on a whim, but I saw Kate Howe talk about this not too long ago. And I guess it's a series of some sisters who are given like some clues to their past, because I guess they were adopted, and all these sisters, and so he left them clues on on their life, and then they go off. And I think the first one, she goes off to Brazil, I think. Wasn't it? No. Which one's this one? I get confused. Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. So anyway, so I don't know. It sounds interesting. Again, and so I'm not sure if it's got the family saga history thing, and then it also has kind of a girl or woman going to find herself, I guess. I don't know. But it sounded really cool, and I really wanted to read that. So anyway, that's all the books that I bought this month. I know it's still a lot. My goal for December is not to buy that many books, but I'm not gonna, like, you know, as I said, again, it's not that I'm doing anything, like, I love books, and so I like buying new books, and I like having them, but I need to read more before I buy more. I really do have a lot of books. So we are going to work on that, but I am, we'll see. And Cooper here just thinks I need to pet him. So anyway, if you guys are reading these books or think I should pick them up sooner rather than later, let me know, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.